Rated M for mature.
Hello everyone and welcome back to The Witcher 3. My name is GruntGG and this is the third episode of the series. Let's have a look at how we left it the previous time. So if you remember, we were taking care of this Lilac and Gooseberries quest in which we have to find Yennefer. And by talking to the Nilfgaardians, we learned that we need to complete, they want us to complete the Griffin contract, so to kill the Griffin that it's been lurking in the area and that it's been killing many peasants. And they gave us some information that could be useful for that. So first of all, we need to talk to the herbalist about the buckthorn, which is a herb that could help in luring the Griffin. And then we also should talk to the hunter, to a certain hunter, about where he found the bodies of the people who were killed by the Griffin. That could help us locate where the Griffin is currently placed. Besides that, we also have many other unscouted locations around the map which we could have a look. And let's see what the tutorials wants to show us. Filters. To change the active filter, press left click on the arrows. And you can also turn on and off specific icons within each filter. To do so, select an icon type using the mouse and press left mouse button. When you select one of the icon types, you can center the map view on each of the discovered locations of that type. To do so, click left mouse on the arrows besides the icon. Very good. So what it's trying to tell us here, for example, we can sort here. We can either show everything, or then we can show general stuff, or quests, or exploration related things, merchants and craftsmen, buffs, and again, all. And the option that we have here is to sort. So for example, if we want to see the quest, if we click, it centers the map on that specific location. So that is quite useful if we want to quickly focus our attention on something. And I finally learned how to remove this marker, so we just need to right click. This was the place of power that we discovered in the previous episode, in which was guarded by a wraith, which was level 5. So it's a bit challenging and we probably won't be going yet. But we're quite close to getting level 2. I'm quite confident that we can reach within this episode. So after that we can get some abilities, and then, well, it will be easier to go around and without so much risk of dying. What we can do to this place of power, we can add a custom marker, this kind, but right next to it, so we can still see the icon of the place of power. And then what we are gonna do right now, there is this broken bridge here, and well, in this game exploration is key, and I wouldn't be surprised if there is something to pick up over there, so let's have a look. Of course, of course. If we jump over here. And we cannot loot anything within the guards' range, so to speak. If they are looking, then they're gonna get annoyed at us and they will attack us, so we definitely don't want to do that. But hey, we just found those chests over here, right? So we can have a look and take it, why not? So there is some orange, some coin. And then we also found a sword. We can compare it to the one that we currently have. And as we can see, this one that we found has +3 damage, so it does a little bit more damage than the one we currently have. But the one we have is +25 armor piercing, so that is useful against heavily armored opponents, such as humans wearing armors. Sometimes also some kind of monsters, but that's a steel sword, so we don't use this one for fighting monsters. So I think for now, since the difference is not very big and we have the +25 armor piercing, we're gonna keep the Witcher steel sword. How about the Sidarian Gambezon? So this one is +10 armor compared to the one we have. And the resistances are also slightly higher. The resistance to slashing damage is higher, for example. And the other plus is that it's a light armor. What does it mean? It means that we recover stamina faster. So stamina is this stat over here. Under the skull of the, under the Witcher wolf head, there is the Quen sign. And when we use the sign, our stamina is depleted, and then it recovers very quickly because we are out of combat right now. But if we would be during combat, then it takes a while to recover. If we are wearing medium armor or heavy armor, the heavier the armor it is, the more time it takes for the stamina to recover. If we are wearing light armor, the stamina recovers much faster. So since this armor that we have found here gives us better protection, and it's also light armor, it means that it's pretty good. The only thing that we're gonna lose is this plus 10% resistance to elemental damage, so that is usually damage coming from monsters such as wraiths. But yeah, we shouldn't be probably fighting so many magical monsters at the moment because we're quite low level, so it's not so relevant, and the plus 10 armor will be much more useful to reduce the damage that we take. The only thing that we can see, this red hammer and this 67% is showing how damaged the icon is. So if it reaches, I believe it's 50% damage, then it will start to lower the statistics of the... No, I'm wrong. As you can see, next to the 25 armor, we see -2, and then there is the hammer icon. So it means with the 60% damage of the armor, we are currently losing 2 of armor because of it. So if we would repair it, then it would we wouldn't have this penalization. Alright, so let's have a switch on that, and to repair it we can use either this kind of amateur's armor repair kit, or we can have an armor repair it. So for instance in White Orchard we can have the dwarf that we helped yesterday to have a quick fix at it. It's usually good to let the item be a bit more damage, and then we can repair it, so we don't spend so much money on it. And then the last thing that I would like to change here is that we currently have equipped here the bread, which we can only buy in inns, and instead we could be using the raw meat, which we can get from animals like wolves or deer, and then we can keep track on how much we have, and we can try to replenish it without any cost. Alright, having all of that out of the way, we can have a quick dive. And we can have a look at what's nearby. Okay, so we have this question mark over here. We can have a quick look if it's a treasure guarded by, let's say, drowners, for example, or if it's some kind of spoils of war. Those are treasures that are abandoned and in the middle, and we just need to dive and pick them up. If they are not guarded, then it's probably possible to take. If it would be a guarded treasure, then we cannot really do much about it because we are unable to fight on the water until we get our crossbow. We still don't have it, so... So we can move towards that direction. If I'm not mistaken, it's over here. Yep. And while we swing, we can have a look around and see if there are any enemies guarding it, or if it's safe. Now those things flashing in yellow that you can see under the water, those are herbs growing under the water. And they are buckthorn, so it's the herb that we need right now for our quest. The problem is that the quest currently is telling us to ask the herbalist about it. So the problem is if we just straight pick the buckthorn from there without asking the herbalist, it's gonna count as failed. Not failed quest, but failed this part of the quest. So I don't really want to skip that, and we will just later go to the herbalist and ask her about it. And later on we can come and just pick buckthorn from wherever. It seems it's a spoils of war. It's just from a boat here that it looks damaged, so we'll probably drop some chest. And it doesn't seem to be protected by anything, so we can just dive and pick it up. Hopefully something good. Okay, so some florins and some sword. Yeah, let's not pick the buckthorn, and let's just go up so we don't drown. Let's go to the shore, and then we can have a look at what we got. To be careful here with this poisonous gas, those green areas over there. I'll quickly show that it's flammable. So from here, for instance, we can use Igni, and then we remove it for a little while. And it's also explosive, so if there is something in there, it will burn up. Good to make sure that we are not inside when this happens, because otherwise we will also get damaged. Another thing that's right here, I don't know if you can see in this tree in front of me, there is a beehive, and the beehive we can get honeycomb from it, which is also another kind of food that we can use to regenerate ourselves. All we need to do is come close and use Igni on it, and then it sets it on fire. We want to remain separated from it, otherwise the bees will attack us. And then there is this hand sign here, and when it's ready, then we can pick honeycomb from it. That's pretty useful. There are some drowners over there. I don't really want to engage them right now. We don't need anything from them, so we can just ignore them. Alright, then let's have a look at what we just got from the Spoils of War. We got this sword over here. It has plus 7 damage compared to the one we're using, and it has plus 3% critical hit chance. So still, we're losing the armor piercing. Maybe we can switch on this one, because the plus 7 damage is gonna be relevant. Although right now it's just plus 4. Okay, let's just keep the one that we have at the moment. Let's have a look at the minimap. We can cross over here, then there are more things over there. We could... That's for another quest. We have the herbalist is over here, so let's go towards the herbalist and ask her about the backthorn so we can get that off the way. If we hold J with this friendly UI, then it shows us also what we need to do. Hello, Roach. I can get out of the way. There are some wolves over there. Let's not engage them for now. As you can see, when we trigger the Witcher senses, which is this, then it goes in slow motion. That's pretty useful. It's also added by this mod. I'm trying to hunt some deer. Didn't hit that one. Not so easy. Need to time it quite well. Not quite sure why that didn't hit. Alright, let's leave it. It seems that I'm not gonna hit it today. And over here, we should put away our sword. Over here there is the herbalist, so we can go and talk and ask about the backthorn. There's some herbs here as well that we can pick up. It's quite useful. Herbalists usually grow herbs in their gardens, and they don't mind us picking them up. Can be quite useful for our alchemy. Right, the molly arrow. Here's the herbalist.
Bad time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets. The red bloom. Well, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Griffin do that?
Griffin do that to her?
She's quite bad
Selena.
shape.
Yes. Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods.
At night? Through the woods? In wartime?
Meeting a boy. The young, you know, do foolish things for love. Wounds are healing, but she will die. Blood's pooling in her skull. Nothing my bruise can do to help.
That's quite unfortunate. We could try to help her.
Could try to help her with one of my potions. Swallow can heal internal hemorrhages.
But
Witcher's potions aren't for humans.
she'll die as it is.
Yes, a peaceful death soothed by your concoctions. If I give her Swallow and something goes wrong, the whole village will hear her screams.
I understand. Do as you will.
Let's ask about the
Looking
buckthorn.
for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the Griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a Griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Nilfgaard values one thing. Order. Griffin's disturbing that. It's gotta go.
Yes. First they'll tend to the monsters, then to the folk.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the Griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Yeah, it seems so.
Maybe next time.
Okay, so we got on Death's Bed. Let's see what is this quest about. Secondary quest. It's just at level 2. Brew a dose of the Swallow Potion. Alright, I need to help that lady that's there. Okay. Maybe we can switch for a second to the immersive camera. So we have a first person view of the hut over here. Looks quite nice. If we get too close, then the character disappears, so we don't want to do that. Can we talk to her? I don't think so.
Yes?
Let's see. We can ask a bit more about her story.
Tell me something about yourself. What's your story?
A sad one. Do you know the Temple of Melitele in Alanda?
Do I know it? Can't remember how many times I've been there, how many times Mother Neneka stitched me up.
We must have missed each other. I started to become a healer under Mother Neneka. I was but 18 when they took me in. An age at which teaching was interest one far less than love. There was a boy, Goslav. He'd bare his chest to work. The novices couldn't keep their eyes off him, tripped over their own feet, dropped things. I left the temple for him. We passed a lovely summer together, and then he left. Neneke refused to take me back. My parents uttered not a word, gave me a travel cloak and a small coin pouch. I struggled long to find a place where I'd feel safe, needed, until I finally arrived here. End of story.
Alright. This Mother Neneke is from a congregation, kind of, it would be nuns, so I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that they are not allowed to basically fall in love and leave the convention, so since she did, then they didn't take her back.
Got any herbs you're willing to sell?
I'm sure I can find something.
We'll have a look at what she sells. The herbalists, they always have some kind of rare herbs that are difficult to find. They also have this calcium ecum, which is needed for later on for pretty strong potions and oils, so it's useful to know that they are here. Yeah, we're currently quite short on money, so probably we won't be buying anything, but it's just good to have a look at what they are offering. So some alchemy formula This one for preparing white gall, actually, it's very important later on, so I'm gonna buy this one. I think that's one of the most important recipes for later on, and somehow you get it here at the beginning, and if you don't know about it, then you're probably gonna miss it and be looking for it. The white gall is needed, is a requirement for some of the best oils and potions later on in the game.
Farewell.
So if we have a quick look, now we can go back to the regular camera. If we have a quick look at the alchemy type tab, here it talks about formulae and diagrams. If you want to see a list of components or ingredients required for a given formula or diagram, when you enter the shop panel, select it and perform the pin action. That's pretty useful. Then if we know already we are looking for all the ingredients that we need in order to brew a certain potion, we can just pin that recipe, and then it will show us if the merchant has those components, and we can just purchase them all at once. So that's pretty useful. If you select a crafting diagram or alchemy formula and pin it, a list of components or ingredients needed to create that item will appear in the shop panel. This makes it easier to keep track of what you still need to acquire. Exactly. And here we have alchemy substances, different mutagens. So at the moment we don't have any of those, but later on we will be able to get them. And those, if we prepare them, you can combine 3 lesser blue mutagen, for instance, in order to create a regular blue mutagen, and those increase the sign intensity. I believe we have some small one, it might be red. No, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we don't have any at all. And here's the recipe that we just bought. So there, if we would like to prepare this white gall, we would need to have all of those components, and then we would be able to brew it. We also have some decoctions, and we have a couple of oils which we could prepare already and use on our swords. The necrophage oil is going to be very useful. So necrophages such as drowners, then we will have a plus 10% attack power against them. So we have all the ingredients. Dog tallow, we need 1, and we need 4 blow balls. So we can already craft it. Alright, now we have the necrophage oil. And then here there is the spectre oil, and for that we need bear fat, so we will need to deal with a bear. And we also have arenaria. We will need 4, those are quite rare as well, so it's good to go around and pick herbs whenever we can. Decoctions, there's the forktail decoction, which for now we're not so interested. Decoctions increase a lot your toxicity, and it's for a different kind of play than what I'm currently interested. So we're gonna focus more our character in melee combat. That's what I think works quite well, and it's quite fun. So we're gonna focus on the fast attack. So later on we will be getting all of these ability points, and then we will be spending them, for example, here to increase our damage, the damage that we do with the fast attack. And yeah, later also it will increase the critical blows that we do when using the fast attack. Applying oils to your sword increases the damage it deals to a certain type of opponent. Open the inventory panel to apply an oil. Exactly. Drag the oil to the slot for your steel sword or silver sword. And the oils are over here, and here we have the necrophage oil, so we can apply this one to the silver sword. And then now your sword will deal more damage to opponents that are vulnerable to this oil. Exactly. So when we will encounter necrophages, then we will deal plus 10%. As we can see over here. It has 20 uses, it means after 20 attacks then it will fade off, and then we need to use the oil again. The oil itself, it shouldn't run out. You have a blade oil in your inventory. To use it, apply it to your sword. We already did that, so no need to do it again. We'll have a quick look at the other herbs that are here and pick them up. Those are quite rare. And we can also take that loot. I'm sure she won't mind. We're helping her after all. Tucal water is also useful for crafting. Okay, and that's all from her garden, but then there are some more over here, which we can also pick. There are some wolves over there, I believe. They're preparing to hunt on the deer. Yeah, I'm try to help that guy over here.
That stench.
What is that? I wanted to have a look over of that. I think there are more wolves around. Yeah. There are some more over there. And there are nekkers here. They are fighting the wolves. But now the wolf has seen us and decided that it wants to attack us instead of the nekker. Alright. There's quite a lot of loot over here. Oh, I can pick it up. And we can have a look at this carcass over here as well. I'm not sure if there is anything about it. Let's put away our sword.
That wall was nigh. Lucky he didn't live to see it himself.
Let's talk to those people.
Ours is a decent village.
Any tidings from Vizina?
Nothing about it. Okay. There's a question mark here, so this is this spot over here. Let's have a look at what is there. I see already there is a ghoul, I believe. This is a monster. It's level 2, so we should be able to deal with it. Alright, this one is dead. Can extract the things. So this is an abandoned village, and it's been abandoned because the ghouls have attacked. So if we clear them, then the people are gonna come back and we will receive quite a lot of experience. That's pretty useful. We should try to avoid fighting them in groups. Much easier for them to attack us. This one is regenerating. You see that they are getting red. So they are activating some kind of regeneration. And at this level it's still not a big problem, but later on they are able to regenerate super fast. So here we didn't need to do that, but then we would need to use the axis sign in order to stop the regeneration and deal with them. And as we can see right now, the peasants are coming back to the village, so it's no longer abandoned. And that's pretty useful. We sometimes get access to new merchants. And we get a lot of experience as well. We got over like 50 points or so.
Somebody nicked me dolly. Oh, hey.
We can loot the corpses here. Monster tongue and ghoul's blood. That's also used for alchemy. And we have unlocked the merchant here. Let's have a look what it has.
Greetings.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Alright, it's mostly random herbs that are not so useful. There is nothing really that we want to buy, so no need for it.
Farewell.
There's some more herbs over here. We can have a quick look.
I'll never forget what you did for us.
You're welcome. Oh, there is some beehive here. We can try to get the Honeycomb, I'm not sure it's gonna work because there are... Yeah, that worked without hitting the peasant, I hope. Or did it? No, it's not on fire. Fortunately for us, the peasants are not being hit. Don't have any interest now.
Winds howling.
We don't want to kill the peasants, we're just trying to hit the honeycomb. Of course, the targeting was a bit messing around with the poor people here. But it's okay.
Where'd you come from?
Oh, here we can improve our... We can enhance our swords. As we can see over here now, we have this icon, which is showing that our swords are improved temporarily.
Where'd you come from? Nothing left but
It's a rabbit here, we can also kill it and loot the rabbit belt. There are some nekkers over there. We're more interested in the meat and the pelt, but you cannot really choose what you get, right? Let's see what level are those nekkers. They are here hunting rabbits. Level 4. Level 6 this one. Now we have the entrance added to the bestiary, so that's also quite useful, and we can apply the oil again, because those are also necrophages. And we got a lesser green mutagen, that's pretty useful. This one is also hunting rabbits. Targeting system doesn't work very well. Sometimes it just keeps fencing around. I believe we are able to clean those nekkers without much trouble. And then we can loot everything that's in here. And get some extra meat. Let's see if this one notices us. No. This one is dead as well. Let's pick up all the loot. There are even wolves there. They are dead. It seems that the nekkers have won the fight against the wolves. Alright, we got one-shotted. That's not good. That's not good at all, and actually I'm not sure about the autosave. When it saved. That's quite annoying. So what happened here is that the Quen sign just ran out. Okay, so the autosave was quite recent. Not a big problem there. Let's make a proper save right now so this doesn't happen again. Please focus the beehive. Doesn't want to focus it now. Yes, we know that. Alright, now it's not focusing it. Hopefully this man would run away from here. Now it's finally burning. As you can see, we took some damage from the beast because we got too close.
Run, lag it.
We don't want trouble with you, no worries. Let's grab this again. We'll have a look at the nekkers again. Just need to make sure we don't get hit like it happened before, because as you could see they are level 6 and we got one shot by them. Now we got the entry to the bestiary, so that's quite useful. Then we know what they are weak. Those are ogroids, excuse me, they are not necrophages. So those are susceptible to ogroid oil, not to necrophage oil. And also to northern wind bomb. Alright. Let's see if we can pick up some of the loot over here without getting into too much trouble. This necker has spotted us, I believe. Yes. He's trying to jump on us. Important to dodge the jumps when they are jumping on us. So then for sure we can survive it. That's another necker over here. It's hunting something. Let's gather the herbs and also the loot over here. There are some dead rabbits, I believe. Even wolves. Wolf liver is pretty good also for regeneration. So all of that is gonna come in handy. Let's keep the Quen up so we don't die. There's this necker over here. Come on. And we lost the Quen, so we need to be careful. There we have it again. This one is down again as well. Should drop something. Yes, lesser green mutagen, that's pretty good. There's another necker.
How you like that silver?
Oh, I think he likes it very much. We are of course also getting experience points by killing monsters, so that's also a plus. Although you can see that it's not much, we're still 775. So it's not going up very fast, no. As you can see, their stamina is being drained when we are hitting them. This one is trying to dig a hole.
Time to end this.
They do that sometimes, they try to hide underground so they can hit us by surprise. Not their day, not their day. Alright, all of that is clear. So we killed 2 more neckers and we got 4 HP. 4 XP. No, not that much. There's still some more around. Come here, over here. No need to risk it. Although we were dodging all the shots, it's easy that then we get hit again once the Quen sign has disappeared, and then we just die because they are one-shotting us. They are level 6 and we are only level 1. So no need to risk it. We have some verbena. Let's have a look at the map. Nearby there is not much more. Those are for quests, we don't really want that. We could go over here. Let's go over there. And we can gather the herbs that we find on the way. There's another honeycomb here. Hopefully we won't upset the guards. We're still quite far away, but it's fine. Are those Nilfgaardian dogs or the... yeah, they seem to be. Okay. They're friendly.
Heard of the Flyhead Brigade? Your kind, sir. Not you.
Let's see some more herbs. Oh, this dog is hunting rabbits. I guess won't mind if we use the loot, right? There are some wolves here. It's probably the wolves then. Alright, good with that wolf. No big trouble. This is over here. Is that a dead soldier? It is. Redanian, it seems. It seems it's Redanian soldier. They were fighting with the Nilfgaard. Still more loot over here. This is gonna come in very handy later on.
I like that silver.
Why silver? This shouldn't be silver sword. Is this silver sword? It was silver sword, alright. That was a mistake on my side. Silver sword does much less damage to regular monsters. Those aren't monsters actually, just animals. You can also kill them, but it just does much less damage, and then you get also the sword a bit destroyed. So it's better to use the proper sword. Here's some more raw meat. Alright, let's go towards the direction of the thing we wanted to investigate. So that peasant here. And here there's a question mark. Let's see what's there. I see some soldiers. So this might be a bit tough. There is a soldier there. Quick, yeah. They are level 2 only. But there is an archer, and this is not good. Archers can hit you quite a lot. Let's try to get him. First the archer, alright. I have to watch out for this guy wearing the axe on the two hands. Because he uses strong attack instead of regular attack, which means that we cannot parry it. Could use Axis Sign actually to deal with him. Let's put back our Quen.
That's enough of that.
Okay, that didn't register as a parry.
Damn.
Yeah, he parried. Alright, we totally obliterated that one. Sorry about the gore. That's the finishing animation when they are low on health, and then you do much more damage than what they can take. It usually does this kind of finishing animation. And this was a bandit camp, so then we can have a lot of loot here that we can take. It's mostly junk, it seems. This vial, those are pretty bad. They sell for 1 coin. Oh, also, one more thing that I should notice is that if you see here, we have these 102 crowns. So that's the regular money. But later, yeah, those are also other kind of currencies that we are getting. These orens or these florens. And as you can see here, it says it can be exchanged for crowns at the Vivaldi Bank in Novigrad. So until we are in Novigrad, those are pretty much useless. We cannot do anything with them. And they don't count towards the crown count. So basically nobody wants to get them. So we cannot buy anything with them until we can exchange them in Novigrad. So that's why when we pick those florens or orens, then they are not added to our crown list. That's a little bit better. There is a recipe here, well, a diagram for a Gambezon, and there is also a Night Wraith decoction recipe. This is quite useful. Can have a quick look, which is obtained. That's in alchemy, and we have decotions. That's the Night Wraith. Geralt's maximum vitality is increased with each foe killed. That one is pretty cool. This increase lasts until he meditates or fast travels. So the decotions, from what I've heard, they are pretty powerful if you know how to use them well. There are certain synergies that you can get, in which make very powerful Geralt. What else do we want to investigate? There was this question mark over here. Let's go over there. And maybe we could eat some raw meat and we could save the game as well. Let's put away our sword. I believe that's a place of power, this noise. Yeah, that's a place of power.
Medallion's humming. Place of power, it's gotta be.
And this one doesn't seem to be guarded, so we can just call to draw. And the first time that we draw from a place of power, we got an ability point. So finally, we have an ability point. We will get another one once we get level 2, but those are extra ability points that we get with the places of power. When you have gained a certain number of experience points, you advance to the next level. You get experience points for killing monsters or completing quests. Yeah. You receive ability points every time you gain a level, or the first time that we draw from a place of power, as I just mentioned. Using these points, you can acquire new abilities or improve ones you already have. An ability's color indicates what branch it belongs to. Choose an ability and click on it using right-click to develop it. So now it's when we can choose, and we're gonna choose the Sun and Stars, which increases our regeneration by an additional 10 points per second when not in combat during the day, and at night it regenerates an additional 1 point per second. Stamina. Yeah, this one's pretty good. Let's fire this one. For an ability to take effect, you must first activate it by placing it in any open ability slot. Inactive abilities will not have any effect yet, so that's the important thing. So we always want to have a slot for it, otherwise it's useless. Place the ability you acquired in one of the open slots by dragging it with the mouse. There we go. You can deactivate abilities at any time and activate others in their place. We would just switch this one with another one. You have found a mutagen, use it to enhance your abilities or create a special potion called the mutagen decoction. Open the character panel to learn more. This is what I mentioned earlier. So the mutagens are, where are they? They are here. We have one lesser green mutagen and 2 lesser blue mutagen. So the blue ones increase sign intensity, the green ones increase vitality, and the red ones, which are much more rare, they increase the power of the power attack. Unfortunately, right now this mutagen slot is locked, so until we reach level 2 we won't have access to it. Once we have level 2, then we can either place the green mutagen for plus 50 health or the lesser blue mutagen for plus 5% sign intensity. So we have now found our first place of power that is unprotected, and we can go and have a look at this location. It's always good to explore those places. And our health, as you can see, is regenerating much faster right now, thanks to this new ability that we acquired, the Sun and Stars.
Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least.
Oh, we ran into the Griffin's nest, just by chance. That's quite annoying when this happens, because now what? Now, alright, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna load. We don't want to run into that, so we have this quick save slot here. It shouldn't be much farther from the position that we were right now. That was right before arriving at the place of power, so that's totally fine. We're just gonna quickly redo what we just did.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
Yes, and we're gonna get spammed probably with the same tutorial messages. I'm just gonna quickly skip them because we just mentioned them. We're gonna choose the same ability, the Sun and Stars. And we're gonna place it. Yes. Sorry, we just removed it by mistake. Let's put it again. Yes. And that's it. So let's get back to the main road. We don't want to activate that for now. Maybe we can get Roach, and then we could... Where is the... We don't want to do the Swallow Potion now. Can we actually brew the Swallow Potion already? Yeah, we have this, but we are missing the ingredients. We're missing a Drowner Brain and some Celandine. So we need to wait on that one. Don't know why Geralt decided to jump right now. I think it got a bit bugged. There we go. No need to constantly jump, Geralt. And let's choose the proper quest to track it. We want this main quest, ask the hunter. This one. And let's call Roach, so it'll be a bit faster. Let's go. There's a wolf chasing us. We just disregard it, it's totally fine. And here we have the hunter, we can go and ask. There we are. Hunter's hat. Let's quickly save.
Anyone home? Must be out hunting.
Alright, we'll have to find it then. There are some steps.
Trail's fresh. Mislav just left home.
And we can pick some more herbs in the way. This is the Celandine that we're gonna need. It seems that's growing here. What was that noise? Somebody's talking. Oh, there's this.
Yeah.
Are you okay, man? Now we have all the necessary Celandine for the potion. As you can see, it's quite important to be gathering the herbs around. Otherwise, later on, then we would need to go specifically look for a certain herb, which is much harder. Or otherwise, we would have to buy the herb on a herbalist, which is quite expensive. So by just gathering them on the way, we save a lot of time and money. Let's follow the trail. Here he is. Wonder what is he hunting?
You, Mislav?
Hear that?
Hunting wolves.
No. Wild dogs.
Yes.
No, dogs.
More dangerous than wolves.
More dangerous?
Dogs more dangerous than wolves? Don't think so.
It's the truth. Know why?
No, but I guess you're about to tell me.
Wolves hunt to fill their bellies. Wild dogs kill for sport.
Just like humans.
Aye. They've learned much from us. Why not cruelty too?
Yeah, quite sad.
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village. I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone.
Yeah, we can help.
That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Let's help.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No, dogs might though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now.
Since the war started, soldier on the march, he'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form packs. They're gaunt, guts stuck to their spines, covered in scabies, but they just won't die, 'cause they're clever. More so than foxes. And they hate men's too late. Attacked another one.
There they are. Sorry, it seems I was walking too fast and we skipped part of the conversation. Gotta leave some for us! That hunter is good, man. He was one-shotting the dogs. Wow, they absolutely butchered this poor guy. Absolutely butchered him.
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... well, a long time ago.
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
Alright.
Don't have to then. So, can you show me where you found the Nilfgaardians? Griffin, know anything about it?
Not much. It's not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No Griffin can hear me nor spy me.
We got a lot of experience from that and we have reached level 2. That's pretty good. That means we have another ability point and now we have a mutagen slot which we can place. The sign intensity not so good. Let's go for the vitality. Both mutagens and abilities are marked with a color. Put a mutagen in a field with at least one ability of the same color to increase its bonus. If an ability does not match the color of the mutagen in its field, it does not increase the mutagen's bonus. The increased gain from any other abilities in the same field which do not match the mutagen remains. The more abilities in a field that match the color of that field mutagen, the greater the mutagen's bonus. Each matching ability increases the bonus by 100%. Mutagens can also be used to brew powerful potions called mutagen decoctions. The Quen is pretty useful. So we have here the exploding shield. Quen shield pushes opponents back when it breaks. Focusing on the Quen is quite useful as well. This focuses on the Axii. It also increases the stamina regeneration in combat, which is pretty useful. We will want to have Axii improved rather soon as well, because it unlocks special options in the dialogues, and it also increases the effectiveness. That can let us out of a tough spot, a difficult situation in a conversation, and we can also get additional experience points by doing that. So what we can do is that, okay, so we're gonna have, when we level up to level 3, then we will still not have access to an additional slot. What we can do is we can juggle with this Sun and Stars, so we can just have it active when we need it, when we are out of combat, and when we are gonna switch to combat, then we can change it. Let's perhaps start with this delusion. The target will not move towards Geralt while he's casting Axii. It also increases the effectiveness of Axii in dialogues. So this one will for sure want the 3 levels. For now, let's keep it with this one. And now to consider is to have this sign intensity instead of the vitality one, because it will be increased. Instead of 5%, it will be 10%, because one of those is blue, and then they gives the extra bonus. So perhaps let's do that. 10% is quite good already, and then the Quen shield is also improved with that. Let's have a quick save. And let's keep going with the hunter. Seems that it doesn't have anything else to say, so it's fine to run. Pick the herbs nearby. We are full health at the moment.
Was here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
Sounds pretty terrible, yeah.
I'll be fine. Not the first Griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
We're definitely not gonna handle with the Griffin yet. We also need the back turn, and it's much higher level than what we currently have, so...
Nilfgaardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them.
Alright, let's leave that area. We'll come back here some other time. So let's have a quick look at the journal. Yes, we will dismiss that for now. We need to find the buckthorn, but we can probably do that while exploring. So no need to do that right now. We could focus on this secondary quest right now, which brew a dose of the swallow potion. Let's do that. And do we have everything that we need for it? We don't. We need the drowner brain. So we can try to find some drowners and get a brain. We're back to White Orchard. There are many more herbs over here. Let's pick them up on the way. Excuse me, lady. Here there is Arenaria. This one is quite rare as well, and it's pretty good. Rano Green is also quite rare. So this field is pretty good to take the herbs. there are also some flowers we can pick up. So drowners we can probably find close to the river. Perhaps we can go and explore that undiscovered location. That guy is dying over there, it seems, with this cough.
Any tidings from Vizima?
Excuse me.
Quite hide a razor.
Let's take a second to admire the game. It really looks really good. Looks quite amazing. All right.
Can't decide. Should we draw it or not? Gotta make it seem like something.
Yeah, these are the fast travel signs. Once discovered, signposts allow you to travel directly from one location to another. Walk up to a sign and press E to fast travel.
But Tosca said he'd like to
We have some more herbs. Let's see if we can encounter some drowners this way. And there they are. There is some drowner. Let's make sure we have the right oil equipped. We want Quen and yes, this one. Alright. Save the game. So level 3. Let's try to avoid to fight them all at the same time. That's pretty bad. The movement is quite unpredictable sometimes of the Geralt.
Good.
What is that? There's one that's stuck over there. It's not stuck anymore, it seems. Alright, we've dealt with them. There's one more. Maybe we can make him fly, actually. Is this set on fire? It's not. Let's see if we can set him on fire. It's gonna be quite fun to see. I need to get the right angle. There we go, and if he stays there. And we almost died to the explosion as well, but it was fun. We're quite low on health right now, but we're gonna recover. There are more drowners on the other side. Let's see if we got some drowner's brain. There we go. So now we can finally brew the potion. Something to pick up over here as well. Here. Now with the sun and stars it's really nice. As you can see, the vitality is regenerating so quickly. We need to use much less often the food. We don't need to eat so much. Some kind of bolt and werewolf decoction. and a regular sword, some hunting boots. We will have a look at those items in a second. We have several swords here. Those are mostly for sale. Also this small blackjack, this requires level 3, we cannot use it. And these hunting boots, compared to ours, let's see. We have elemental resistance damage in our boots right now. But it's giving less armor, while this one that we found, it's increasing also the resistance to piercing and bludgeoning. So then let's take those ones. The Witcher gear looks much better, but yeah, the stats are worse at the moment. So if we are later able to improve the Witcher gear, then it will be worth doing so. But meanwhile, we can already craft the swallow. And we found the werewolf decoction, which gives running, sprinting and jumping outside combat, does not use stamina. This one is not so useful. Alright, and now we have the swallow potion, which is over here. When we brew one potion, then we get 3 of them. And it does the following, that lasts for 20 seconds, and during those 20 seconds 40 vitality regeneration and 40 vitality regeneration during combat as well. So that's pretty nice. It's good for important fights, and the toxicity is not very high, it's just 20, so it's totally doable. Alright, so perhaps we could have a quick look in first person at the area around. You can let me know in the comment section down below if you enjoy those quick views of the area around, or if it's boring. Then I can keep it in mind the next time. The Ultra HD textures of the mods that I have installed are pretty good, and they really improve how the game looks like. Alright, so I gave you a quick overview of the area. As you can see, there are still some drowners in the other side. But I think the episode is running quite long already. So what we are gonna do is that we're gonna leave it here. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to click the like button. It helps me a lot. And if you would like, you could also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the new episodes that will be coming on our way. Please leave a comment in the comment section down below if you would have a question, or if you would have some suggestion, you would like to give some feedback. Your feedback is very helpful and it's really appreciated. So yeah, I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.